The story goes back to 1903 in New York, after the American Civil War. The Rockefeller family becomes very rich from oil. One day, Thomas, a gunslinger, is in a big gunfight. His friend Robert is shocked to see that a Rockefeller family member got shot. Suddenly, another bad guy shoots, and Robert's face gets badly burned. Thomas quickly shoots the bad guy, but it's too late for Robert. Thomas hears the police coming and has to run away. He hides for 4 years. Thomas now lives in Kentucky. One day, he gets off his horse to get water. An old man jumps out and scares him. The Rockefeller family has a $100,000 reward for Thomas. The old man acts friendly, but is mean, peeing in the stream Thomas was going to drink from. Thomas stays calm, but then the old man says Robert is planning a rebellion. Thomas's heart races. He knows the old man knows who he is. The old man talks about Thomas's horse and asks about New York. Thomas then sees another gunman on a hill who is with the old man and wants the reward money. Even with 2 against him, Thomas quickly shoots the helper. The old man pulls his gun and shoots at Thomas. Thomas is low on bullets, but reloads fast and kills the old man. Thomas's horse dies in the fight. He looks at a map and heads to the closest town. Thomas arrives in town and goes straight to the bar, run by Jack. Inside, other people, who are also hiding from the law, are waiting for Thomas. Thomas has a secret map for them and wants their protection. Among them is Cage, who used to be the best gunslinger, but is now a photographer. To keep Thomas safe from the Rockefeller family, Jack's group plans a fake death. They pretend to hang Thomas for a made-up crime. Cage takes pictures of everything. They put Thomas in a coffin and take it away. Soon, a woman visits Thomas's fake grave. The wanted poster is still on the tombstone, but she tears it down. Meanwhile, a blonde woman named Anna arrives in town with her child. They stand out because not many outsiders come here. Anna goes to Jack's bar and asks Cage to see Jack. Cage doesn't want to help, but Anna says Thomas's name. She clearly knows him. Jack signals Cage, who tells Anna that Thomas was hanged and buried nearby, inviting her to check. Bella, a kind person on the team, feels bad for Anna and her daughter and offers them a free room, even though Jack isn't happy about it. After Anna leaves, the air in the bar gets tense. Cage explains how strange it is that a woman is looking for Thomas. Bella asks her father, Jack, what to do. In her room, Anna takes off her clothes and reveals a gunshot wound on her leg. She drinks strong alcohol to clean it, then uses a knife to take out the bullet, gritting her teeth. She presses a hot knife to the wound to stop the bleeding. Meanwhile, the woman who tore down the wanted poster gets help to dig up Thomas's grave. Just as she thought, there's no body, only a wolf's head. Charlie, Jack's right-hand man, finds them, and a big gunfight starts. Charlie quickly kills 2 of them. The others run away on their horses to meet their main group. Charlie thinks they're escaping and chases them. But then, a large group of more bad guys appears. Charlie quickly turns around and rides away. At the same time, Thomas, who is alive, is talking with a teammate. Bella runs in, telling him a blonde woman with a child is looking for him. She has a northern accent. He tries to go see them, but his team stops him. He has to stay hidden until the danger is gone. Thomas doesn't like it, but he agrees, looking worried. Inside the bar, Anna points her pistol at the woman in front of her, but it's a false alarm. She asks if Thomas Keller lives here. The other woman says no, but then adds that everyone in this town is wanted. In the main room, Cage still holds his Bible. The curly-haired girl quietly tells Jack that Anna seems to know all about them. Soon after, Charlie runs back to the bar, out of breath and pale. He tells the others that a large group of at least 100 men is coming to town, and will probably be at the bar soon. Jack knows this is bad news. Then, his daughter Bella returns and tells him that Mary, a female outlaw, was digging up Thomas's grave. The tension at the table is very high. Soon, a large group of men floods into the town. Anna immediately gets ready. Several men swagger into the bar. Their leader is Robert, Thomas's old friend. Robert walks straight to Jack's table and sits down. "Where are you keeping my wife?" he asks. Jack says he doesn't know. Robert says he saw Thomas's horse in the stable. Jack laughs and says it's fine to take his things. Robert clearly doesn't believe him. He pushes an empty glass and wine towards Bella. With Jack's permission, Bella calmly pours the wine. Robert drinks it all. Then he tells Jack he's looking for a man named Thomas, who he heard settled in this town. Someone just mentioned Thomas's grave was in the wilderness. Robert then pulls out the wolf's head, showing he knows Thomas is alive. Robert continues, saying he heard about Jack's group of fugitives pretending to be dead in this town. He threatens to arrest them all for the reward money. It's clear Robert is trying to force them to hand over Thomas to save themselves. The choice is Jack's. But Jack isn't easily scared. He asks who put out the wanted poster. Robert says the governor of New York City did it himself. Jack quickly replies that this is his area, and they follow his rules, not even the governor's. Robert then exposes Jack's true identity. He gives an ultimatum: give Thomas up, or he'll take everyone's heads for the reward. Now, both sides are ready to fight. Jack tells Robert to leave quickly. He'll let him go if he leaves now. Otherwise, he'll face the consequences. But after Robert leaves the bar, he immediately gathers his men to attack the town. The next second, bullets pour into the bar. The townspeople quickly grab their weapons and fight back. A fierce gun battle starts, but the famous gunslinger, Cage, hides in a corner and doesn't join the fight. As the fight gets more intense, people on both sides fall. Meanwhile, Thomas is talking with his teammate John. Thomas listens quietly. He feels he can't hide anymore. He stands up and walks towards the town. Bella counts the ammunition and finds there isn't much. She plans to sneak out through the cellar to get more bullets. Jack feels worried and decides to follow his daughter. Robert's men capture Linda and drag her into the street. Seeing this, Cage runs through the bullets and pulls her to safety under a wagon. Linda asks Cage why he isn't armed. Cage says he now serves God and won't touch a gun. Suddenly, Thomas arrives with John to help. Their friends quickly start shooting to cover them. Anna sees Thomas and stands up to greet him. But before they can talk, Robert outside keeps yelling Thomas's name. Thomas then realizes his old friend is actually alive. He steps out to face Robert. Sadly, this meeting of old friends becomes a fight between enemies. Robert is angry that Thomas left him. Now the Rockefeller family wants Thomas alive. Otherwise, Robert and his men will be hanged. Thomas calmly says he won't go with Robert. He can just tell them he's dead when he goes back to New York. After Thomas says this, he turns and walks back into the bar. Robert gets very angry. He shouts that anyone who wants to leave can do so now. After 15 minutes, he warns, his men will be ruthless. The mood in the bar is tense. Thomas tells his friends to leave quickly. None of you owe me a damn thing, he says. There's no reason for you to die here tonight. Mike, a team member, argues back. Each of them is a wanted criminal. Robert is cruel, and he won't just let them go. Sitting around will only lead to them being picked off one by one. It's better to fight Robert together now for a chance to live. Many people agree. Seeing this, Thomas says nothing more. Instead, he turns to Anna to understand the situation. Anna explains that after that incident years ago, Robert surprisingly lived but spent a year getting better. The Rockefeller family was determined to get revenge. Anna didn't want to see her good friend become an enemy, so she planned to secretly warn Thomas. But it's too late. On the other side, Jack takes his daughter into a secret cellar. Inside, there are lots of guns and bullets. Jack and Bella quickly start working. The 15-minute deadline is almost up. As Robert orders his men to shoot everyone, the remaining townspeople fight back. Charlie watches helplessly as the curly-haired girl is knocked down. In the chaos, Mike throws his gun in front of Cage and tells him to decide what to do. Robert's plan fails again. Both sides are stuck. Inside the bar, a teammate clears off broken bottles on the counter and lays a wounded team member. Others help remove a bullet from the wound. Later, Bella and Jack arrive with enough guns and bullets. Everyone inside reloads and gets ready to fight. This time, Cage, who was reluctant to use gun, now loads and gets ready to join the rest in battle. Outside, Robert calls for Thomas to come out. As Thomas walks out, Robert tells him to go to New York with him. He says he can't go to New York without him. Just then, 3 of Robert's men comes behind to kill Thomas's as Robert distracts. Just as they try to shoot, Anna yells for Thomas. Thomas' men inside the bar shoots them. Thomas goes back inside the bar. As Thomas and the rest sits to eat, George secretly leaves the bar. He tells Robert he will bring Thomas to him alive. The next morning, George secretly opens the escape door and 3 of Robert's men outside comes in. Led by George, they put everyone to gunpoint. To their surprise, they realize George betrayed them. George tells them it's Thomas whom Robert wants and orders Thomas to walk out with them to face Robert. Thomas agrees to leave, and Anna and her daughter joins them. As they meet Robert, he orders his men to kill the rest. They throw dynamites inside, killing most of Jack's men. Thomas is locked in a metal cage with his hand locked. Robert orders one of his men to check Jericho's body. Realizing Jack also is missing, he goes inside to check himself. Anna secretly goes to Thomas and gives him the keys for the chain and cage. Robert then tells his men to hang those who are alive. Just as they are about to be hanged, Jack throws an axe and Bella shoots one. The battle begins. Jack throws a dynamite and this scares the horses. Anna and her daughter are carried away on a wagon. Seeing this, Thomas quickly unlocks and jumps on a horse and follows. Robert, seeing Thomas leaving, follows as well. Jack and her daughter fights Robert's men alone. Cage, who lies dead, wakes up and pulls out a piece of timber stuck on his shoulder. Jack is shot on his leg. As Cage fearlessly walks out, several men put him on gunpoint. Bella also is put on gunpoint. Just then, Jericho reloads only to be put also at gunpoint. On the road, Thomas's horse speeds and catches with the wagon. He jumps onto it. At the town, Jack, who lies still, shoots one of Robert's men. The gunslinger Cage uses his skills to shoot those around him. Jericho pulls a gun and shoots as well. Bella fights with Mary, and the four becomes furious. All Robert's men are killed. Cage quickly goes and lifts the wooden board to support his hanging teammates. Just then, Mary shoots Cage in his leg and he lets go the board. The three friends hang tightly in the air again. Mary then points the gun at Bella, and just as she's about to shoot, Jack shoots Mary. Jack helps Cage up and both lifts the wooden board again, saving the three friends. Luckily, all of them are alive. On the road, Robert jumps on the wagon and points a gun at Anna. Thomas quickly looses the horses and jumps onto Robert. Both men fall to the ground. Thomas attacks Robert, who feels he's losing, grabs Gracie and orders to shoot her if Thomas doesn't shoot himself. Thomas tells Robert he will shoot his own daughter, but surprisingly hears Robert saying that Gracie is not his daughter but Thomas's. A moment of silence breaks. Feeling sad, Thomas quickly shoots Robert in his eye, and he falls down, letting loose Gracie. The three then hold each other closely for a moment and feels the family reunion. The movie then ends. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this channel and help us create more of such recapped movies to help you understand well.